greater detail, we are now joined by Jayant Das Gupta, former ambassador and representative of India at the World Trade Organization. Mr. Das Gupta, afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today. First up, your thoughts on the comments that came in from US ambassador to India. He said that the next meeting is scheduled as early as tomorrow. Is this bringing renewed hopes that perhaps a trade deal could be signed very soon?
There are two aspects to this question. I think Ambassador Sergio Gore, though he has not yet submitted his credentials to the president, but he will presumably do it during the course of today or tomorrow. He is just doing his job about trying to drum up enthusiasm towards this India-US BTA, which has been under negotiation for the past few months. So that is the first point. The second point is that as far as a quick resolution or conclusion of the talks is concerned, I will leave that unanswered because nobody really knows, apart from the negotiators who are engaged in the business, as to where it really lies and what are the things which are holding it up and when it will get concluded. From the press reports which have emanated, it appears now that India has said a firm no to opening up agriculture, dairy, fisheries, etc. to the US. US, if you note, is very keen to have access for its agriculture market, especially soybean, corn, and a few other products. And that is where I think one of the stumbling blocks lies. So that is the thing. The other point, in passing, I must mention, is that the Commerce Minister has said yesterday that don't rely on reports coming from the US as to the progress of the talks. I think he was obliquely referring to Howard Lutnick's statement that because the Prime Minister allegedly did not ring up the President, so the deal did not take place. So I think there was an oblique reference, and Minister Piyush Goyal mentioned that rely on the news which emanates from India. And from the Indian front, I think the as far as the deal is concerned, India has made an offer. That is what emanates, and the US is yet to accept it with all the conditionalities.
Correct. Mr. Dasgupta, realistically speaking, how soon do you think that a concrete deal will be signed? Because US has been levying tariffs at the rate of 50%, and it clearly is hurting several export-oriented sectors. If you can, based on your experience, set a timeline for how soon could the deal be signed?
I can't set a timeline because President Trump is completely unpredictable. He has imposed 50%. He's caused a great deal of grief to Indian exporters, especially the ones in the unorganized sector, the small and medium enterprises. And he's now threatened to impose 500% if this bill gets enacted, the Graham Blumenthal bill for 500% tariffs for the purchase of Russian oil. So I don't think really that anything can be predicted.
It is difficult to predict and put a timeline because US President Donald Trump clearly is unpredictable. That's the word coming in. Mr. Dasgupta, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now on such a short notice and helping what these comments actually mean for India-US trade relation. On that note, we need to slip into a very short break. More news and updates will continue on the other side.